Take it, Tom. Yeah. All right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Too Many Damn Pedals. I wanted to turn you on to something pretty cool from Riff City Guitar. You remember Riff City Guitar, that company that Rob Chapman single-handedly put out of business by pulling his brand of guitars and selling out to Guitar Center. I'm just kidding. Don't send the hate. And you got so many people misunderstood my why I don't want a Chapman guitar video. Like, the guy's fine, I like him. Although, you know what? He is a bit of a showboat, and you can see Captain Lee in a lot of those videos. Captain Lee gives you the eye roll and like, isn't this guy ever going to stop playing so we can get on with the review? Just an observation, but I do like Rob Chapman. He's great. I just, if you want a cookie cutter guitar without any improvements, that's fine. But, oh my gosh, here I go on the rant again. But this vintage series, it's a copy of a Fender, yeah, but it's got the cut back. It's got the nice easy lock tuners. It has the upgrades. So it's a cookie cutter, but it's a better cookie cutter. And the wolf behind me, all through neck, the neck through body, all those things anyway. Hey, so Riff City has started something called the Sunday Papers. And it's a weekly editorial, and it's called Gear Abbey. It's on their website, and I thought you might want to sign up for it because it's really cool. They've had a lot of good articles. This one from just a little while ago is called Too Many Damn Pedals to Choose From, and I thought it was interesting, and we might talk about it a little bit, because I first agreed, and then I really started to strongly disagree with the idea. So, here we go. Pedal Fatigue writes in, says, it seems to me that pedal effect market today has gone off the deep end. Every week there are a slew of new pedals on the market, mostly boosts and overdrives, and multiple demo videos for each one. It's maddening. Just when I think I've decided on a new pedal for my board, I have 10 more I have to research. When will pedal manufacturers learn that more is less? I think we've all gone through that. I know I have in searching for pedals. Oh my gosh, just when you think, and then, this one's getting so many reviews and it must be awesome. Maybe that's the sound I need to finally start playing and start writing. So then Gear Abbey writes back. She says, yeah, he, I don't know. Maybe we'll never know who Gear Abbey is. They write back. Let's be PC correct. They write back. Yep, welcome to today's retail market, created by manic consumers who always want the latest, greatest thing. Where companies have no choice but to keep reinventing themselves and offering more choices. And you've all seen that. If you're not putting out something new, you cease to be relevant and you fade from prominence in the marketplace. If they don't, they die. That's why Fender's got their fourth generation of Blues Junior that hasn't changed since it was started. And now they have the special edition tweed. What is it called? Foam tweed? Soft tweed? I don't know. It's just the same thing in a different box. Anyway, if they don't, they die because their competitors will provide more choices. And more choices is generally a good thing, isn't it? Does your business or wherever you work have the luxury of doing the same thing? Never changing? Staying in business? Most likely not. So don't blame the manufacturers. Okay? They're just doing what they have to do. But that's not really the issue here. The issue is that you keep looking for a pedal to help you create your sound. And when you're not secure about what that is, confusion sets in because you want to sound good. Problem number 2 is that you may not have a clear idea of what good is. So you are looking for a contraption to solve that problem and don't realize it. You're looking for the pedal you plug in, strum a power chord, and say, yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Ain't gonna happen. Your sound comes from your fingers, your technique, and your heart. Hopefully supported by good meter, solid tuning, and good tempo. You wouldn't be so confused if you didn't subscribe to all those demo channels. Oh, by the way, hey, hit that subscribe button, would you? That'd be great. You're making your problem worse by looking for the magic pedal that's going to release your writing ability, probably to replace the last magic pedal you bought last month. Take all of that time you used to watch YouTube and instead plug your stinking guitar straight into an amp, play till it sounds good, and then add some pedals. You will find that they all sound pretty good that way, and you won't be so frustrated. Offered with tough love because you obviously need it. Sincerely, Gear Abbey. All right, so that's from Riff City Guitar, Channel 2, and it's the Sunday Papers. It's fun. It's good, some good stuff. So I was thinking about that myself because I've been victim of that, and this is funny because it's on the eve of just picking up this Ibanez TSA 15H. Really excited about that. It's so much fun, and it was $199 used on from the Guitar Center website, and I haven't heard about. They've been out for a while. I've never heard of one, and they're really great. The reviews that I've seen though are not that good. The 60 cycle hum guy absolutely butchered it. He made it sound like absolute garbage. But I took a shot on it, and it's great. So, does buying a new pedal add more creativity? Should you just strap down with what you have? The point that I wanted to bring out from this article was that if you are waiting for a particular sound, you will never end up just sitting down and practicing and writing and playing. If you're waiting for that certain tone or this tone to be good enough or that saturated lead tone to be searing enough, then you're never going to sit down and just get better. You're never going to practice. You're never going to write. And so it's nice to get rid of that. But I do understand that because I've been 3 years down the rabbit hole of tone, but I've come out. And just lately, I got really happy with all my stuff. I got really happy with my tones. But part of that happiness came from realizing that there wasn't really a whole lot out there I haven't played. Pretty much everything does the same thing. An electric amp, a guitar amp, is going to make your sound bigger. Will some amps be brighter, some more bassy, some more full, some more mid, some less mid? Yeah, they all have their characteristics, but they're all going to do about the same thing. Overdrive pedals. They're all going to do about the same thing. Are there things you should look for in an overdrive pedal? Absolutely. But you can't let searching for that tone derail you from writing and creating. What if, Jimi Hendrix had been waiting for a particular tone? He didn't. He plugged into whatever he had and he turned it up loud and he wailed. What about Led Zeppelin? They did most of their recordings over little tiny Fender amps in the studios. There wasn't a whole lot back there. There wasn't a whole lot of choice. They plugged in, turned it up, got some sort of tone that was okay, and then jammed. Randy Rhoads, was his tone exceptional? Not really. It was just a super driven Marshall with his Gibson guitar, really dipped in a lot of reverb. It wouldn't chug by today's standards. It was heavy distortion that played well for open chords and leads without a lot of palm muting and or rhythms without a lot of chugging. Was it exceptional? Not really. His playing was exceptional, but the tone, not so much. So if you start thinking about what if Eric Clapton had waited for a particular tone, how much music would he have lost? Was his tone something that still people talk about? No. People talk about Eric Clapton and the songs he wrote, and his tone changed over the years. Eddie Van Halen's tone changed several times over the years. But first and foremost, those guys were writing. Some people hate Yngwie's tone. Some people like Yngwie's tone. But he never let that get in the way of him just going ahead and writing. So, something to think about. On the other hand, though, and this is also on the eve of me getting another couple of pedals, I got the new Nuix Horseman for $70, and I'm pretty pleased with that. It's a dang fine overdrive pedal. There'll be more on that later. And I recently got one of these, a blemish deal over Halloween. Couldn't pass it up. It was a crazy deal. Halloween night, and there's a little blemish right here in the paint job. You can hardly see it, but if you look real close, I bet you can see it. Anyway, the other thing to think about is that a new pedal can add to your creativity. So it's kind of there's a paradox here, because you don't want to wait for any particular tone before you get in and just practice and play and start writing. But there's a lot of truth to pedals and effects opening up completely new avenues for you. You know, plug in a drum machine, get an old Boss DR3 drum machine, and see what that does for your writing creativity. Throw in some drum beats, and all of a sudden you're off in completely new directions. So I completely dig what Gear Abbey said about the pedals. You can't let it get in the way of you just sitting down and getting better. Think about all the time you spend watching other people on YouTube. Think about all the time you spend watching pedal reviews and wishing you had one, or wondering if that's the one that would finally make you sound good. That's the attitude, that's the idea we got to get away from, and just sit down and play. All right? So, Sunday Papers from Guitar City, Riff City Guitar, Sunday Papers from Riff City Guitar. And I'd appreciate your comments on your own journey through the slew of overdrive pedals available, and your trip down the rabbit hole of tone. Have you survived? Have you come back out? And are you happy? Old Guy Jammin' is out. We'll see you next time.